All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. Week 17 is in the books. We are on the road to the playoffs. One more week, and we there. A lot of shit going on. Also, though, oh shit, I almost didn't intro you, bro. See, that's that sleep shit. I am here with the man, the myth, the legend himself, the multi-timed flag football champion, my guy Daniel. What is going on, man?
What's up, man? What's up? Sad. Yeah, week
I
17,
bet.
though. I mean, Chiefs won. We clinched. Everything's good on our end, but,
But
have-
but
gotta hook my horn still, man. But, Texas didn't do too well for me, parlay wise or just like mental wise because I was just up stressing. I waited all day for that damn game just for us to lose. Like,
ooh,
especially when you put Texas -4 on your parlay, then, you get a little, you know.
they tried. They tried in the
So
end.
not
They tried to
only did
close
they
it.
lose by 6, I lost by 10. So,
Boy,
so, so it's like, oh, was that too much faith in my team?
but what? So, what was the reason? Like, why were they favored? That doesn't like looking at it. It doesn't even make sense. I haven't
Well,
been
I
following
didn't
all the
think
way,
people
so
off. One is because everybody thought Texas was the more overall better team because even though Washington did have a high power offense, their defense was always they was in shootouts all year. So they
yeah.
never really had a good defense. So
Mm,
they thought our defense was capable enough to getting them, lowering points to make our offense take the other end and just exploit their defense. But
yeah.
uh a few costly turnovers, to be perfectly honest. We was in the game until a couple of those fumbles came.
Hmm.
Still at the end, we had a chance to win the game with the late second. What's that fade to Mitchell, and it just didn't connect. Sooner or later, the corner gonna figure out you gonna fade to his side. Like
Yeah,
it's just
right.
like sooner or later, like so. Maybe they should have did something different then, but I don't know, man. My
You
Longhorns,
just hurt.
yeah. I
You can
mean,
just
but
tell. You can just tell your whole spirit is fucked up. Just, yeah, fuck, man. Just
we
God
lost. We
damn.
lost. We
We
lost. It
lost.
is. I know one of those receivers gonna be on the Chiefs next year, so that's what I'm
I hope
excited
so.
for. And I said always, Mitchell Worthy is gonna be a Chief next year. Hopefully Mitchell, but if we need somebody to stretch the field, Worthy. That one receiver for Washington is real good. Uh, Oz Osman. I don't want to butcher the name, but they some
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna try to say it either. Fuck that.
yeah.
His first name is
So, but
Rome.
yeah.
Call him
So,
Rome.
but he's actually a good thing. He's coming out this year too. They
Hmm.
saying he's supposed to be like the second receiver or something like that to Marvin.
I mean, 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns. He was looking. I mean, the combination of him and Penix was just like, oh well, good luck stopping that shit. Like I don't know what
Yeah,
the fuck
it's
he's supposed
like
to do.
dude just what broke off the corner on that. But I think it was the opening touchdown where he broke the corner off, and I'm just like,
Uh-oh.
oh no. I'm
It's gonna be
like,
a long night.
I'm like, hell no.
Oh
All right, where my
man.
drink at? I'm gonna need a couple of these.
Yeah,
No,
this
but
is
I did hit on Michigan though. Michigan, Alabama
yeah,
though. I
nice.
hit everything on that one, but
I'm so glad I missed. I missed the Michigan like the first half, so I didn't put no money down. I almost same thing happened here with the Texas. I almost put money on Texas, just being like, you know what, fuck it, let me throw Texas some love and see if they can go out there and get a dub.
yeah,
And by the
see,
time I knew, but I was looking up, I was like, oh shit, the game is 4 minutes into the game already. Fuck, like I missed the
yeah,
whole
see.
whole chunk of the first
We need
quarter.
to just stop showing our team our just don't show none of my team love and I just won't show none of your people love. Because every time I bet on Jordan Love, he
Oh
somehow
man,
always don't do what he's supposed to.
that's
Like you
hilarious.
tell me all the time he could throw 2 touchdowns in the game,
Yeah.
Whenever I bet the
And then he don't.
1.5 over,
That's what it.
so it's just
Hey,
like,
you jinxing him.
so I'm just gonna be good on. I'm just gonna bet on my people only.
That's funny. It was something. What did I hit? What did I miss? Oh, the Packers Vikings game. I missed one leg on my parlay. I was so hurt. But
That's the worst one.
so we've been talking about it already. Texas lost to Washington, or I guess that's a weird. Nobody ever says it that way. You always like nobody ever
Washington
says
beat
it.
Texas,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, like it's weird. It sounded weird saying it.
Yeah, because you always it's okay to pit the better team first. Just the best team won that
I
day.
mean,
I mean, that's what it
I
is.
didn't
Like,
do that, but still,
yeah, okay.
I mean, undefeated.
Like,
It's the pack.
yeah.
I mean, the pack. It's weird that the
We also
Pac-12,
beat
the Big
Alabama,
Ten.
so
That's true, but so Washington
and
beat
Tuscaloosa.
Texas.
So,
Let's
yeah.
say it the right way. Washington
Hmm.
beat Texas 37-31. You know, it was it felt more. I guess that makes sense that I felt like it was a blowout more than it was because they rallied back in the end. But it did feel just like, oh, this is kind of
It's college football.
this is yeah, this is over with. Like it's like I
Mm.
understand Texas. Like that's the weird thing that fucked me up is because Texas has been good all year. I mean, what was it? The K State game was a little like, what's
We
going
didn't
on
have our
here?
comeback moments and things like that. I mean, but we deserve to be in that spot. It ain't like
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
it ain't like we just like, oh, they didn't deserve. Every team that all the four teams that made it this year deserve to be there.
It
Like
made sense. Yeah.
those was real good games this past weekend. Like
Mm-hmm.
especially after everything that happened in Florida State, and then Georgia probably would have been the other team that's been like probably would have been some good games in there too if Georgia was there.
Uh,
So
let's go. Let's
Georgia
go to
probably
the
would have.
other. Let's go to the other game real quick. The Michigan Bama game because you brought up that Florida State. Have you been seeing the Florida State players like online or anything?
No, I don't follow too much of all that.
Well, I mean, it just been people just been sharing tweets of these guys being like, "See, we told you so." Like they didn't deserve to be there. You would have thought that Alabama lost by 60, kind of like
Oh,
Florida State did, but they
oh,
talking crazy
they talking
online.
crazy about Alabama, like Alabama played
Like they
like
didn't go to overtime
did
with basically the best team in the
right
nation all
with
year. Like,
and the best defense. Like is
yeah,
Michigan's a hard team to beat, which is going to be a hard team for Washington to beat.
it's a weird. That's gonna be
Regardless,
a crazy matchup.
it's
That's
going
all
to
I
be
know.
my best versus your best. Like Washington best offense in the nation, Michigan best one or two depending on who you are. Michigan fans say one best defense in the nation. So like,
Mm,
what is who's worst is the best basically.
yeah. What do you think the
So
line is on this game?
I would think Michigan's favored by 2.5.
It's 4.5.
4.5.
That
Eh.
seems that seems like a lot, right?
Mm, they just think
They're damn near a touchdown,
when they do got the best running back in they offensive line is Michigan's offensive line is they could bully some people, boy.
and that defensive line. That shit was. I was just watching
Like
that,
that
like,
running back too, Blake
golly,
Corum,
Corum,
dude's nice.
he was
Like
getting
they
off.
got some JJ trying to make a you know
Why does
revenge tour.
watching JJ McCarthy was so weird? Because like, why the fuck? Because I haven't watched him all year. I haven't
Why does
seen him. Why does he throw
he
the
just
fucking ball so hard? That's what I wanted to know. Like,
I don't know what I
it's
don't
like
know.
he
Maybe he's
throws the
just been
ball,
watching Will Levis film, like because that's
bruh.
all he does.
Just
Like,
throw it as hard
like
as you fucking can. And it's
right
like,
there.
and
It's
when
like
he
he's trying to beat a double
misses,
team every
every
time.
time, yeah. And when he misses, it just looks so bad because he throws that shit so hard. Just like I didn't see. I mean, like I was kind of half-ass paying attention to the game. But it's just like, what is his like? Does he have any touch, or is it just all fucking? This is all arm.
I think he has touch, but it's more like a hard. You know how somebody say some receivers still say his deep ball is still like
Yeah,
hard to catch.
yeah,
So
that's crazy. That is
so it's just like
crazy.
maybe it's one of those where it's just like a missile just coming down. But I don't know, like
And it's funny because he's not like one of those smooth. throwers where
No,
like
but and he looked kind of big on TV. How big
no,
is
he's
he
definitely
actually?
big. I would
Like he looked
imagine
like a big dude.
6'3", 2 something, probably.
It's 6'3", six, yes,
Yeah, 6'3",
225.
200,
Yeah,
two
yeah, yeah.
even.
That's a big quarterback. That's a big dude.
Yeah,
I mean, he
that's a
ain't
big
six
dude.
six like Josh Allen,
No, no,
but
he's not huge.
yeah, but he's 6'3". He looked big on TV. That's what it says. It's like this dude
Yeah,
look. I don't know.
that's
He
wild
come. He
though.
declared he's coming out this year, right? JJ
Yeah,
or no? He
I think
isn't.
he has to.
Does he?
I think
Does
so.
anybody have to now in college?
Yeah,
You find a way
I mean,
around to
not
get the
really.
extra year.
Oh, I guess not. Yeah, this dude is just about to turn 21 in like a couple weeks, in two
Mm.
weeks. But he's a junior, so that's probably what I was thinking is
He
like,
can come out then,
you can stay. Yeah, I guess you could stay another year. I mean, but
but
have
if
you
he come
seen?
out the
Oh,
following year, then he would be probably one of the top picks coming out. Then
yeah. But it's so weird. I wish I would have saved it. There was some crazy it was on Instagram going around and it was comparing all the quarterbacks' ages and it was
oh,
so
how it's
trippy.
like
It was
the
like
quarterbacks
Kyler
coming out
Murray
this
and
year is
Caleb.
the same. Yeah, I seen
No,
it
it was
too.
Anthony Richardson and Caleb Williams are the same age, and it was like Bo Nix and fucking somebody that there's no, like it didn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
it's Herbert, not Herbert. Yeah, because Bo Nix and Herbert wasn't they in around the same time?
I
Because they
think
both went to
so.
Oregon. I mean, he
No,
went to
Bo Nix
Oregon,
was
but Bo Nix
in
was Auburn
Auburn.
when Herbert was in Oregon, right? He went to like
Yeah,
three schools or some shit like that. But I
the
know what you're
dude
talking
is
about. I saw
old
it
as
too.
shit. I know
It's like
that.
20. It's a couple old quarterbacks in the league this year.
What's the name is like that too.
Penix is older too.
Pennick
Ain't
is
he
like
like
25.
24? Yeah, it
Yeah,
was like 24,
I think
25.
he's the
So, I
oldest
mean,
one. Yeah, Bo Nix is about to turn 24 in February. That's crazy.
these are all those COVID year kids.
That's so wild. Yeah,
Where all of them got that extra year. You remember because COVID was what, 2 years ago?
nigga, 4.
3? Was it?
Yeah, Kobe was
19.
2020.
Well, damn, where I been at?
Bro, fucks every time I think about it, it seems
Like,
like it was like that was just like 6 months ago. It's like that was 4 years ago. You're like,
well,
damn,
damn, yeah, these are all those COVID kids, baby, the ones who got the extra year.
yeah. I mean, it's just why like to me, what's the dude what did he go to UTEP or something? He been in school for 8 years. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, yeah, I seen that. Wasn't that a
He
basketball player though?
Nah, I mean there was a
I feel like it
basketball
was.
player, but there's a quarterback somewhere too. It was
What
like
about that? It's a kicker out there that's damn near in his 30s, ain't it? For one
I
of
mean
these
that's different
schools.
though, yeah.
But he came from the military and
Yeah,
came
yeah, yeah.
back and
That's
started
different.
kicking.
But like
But
seeing that, like the COVID really went crazy because like I think the dude he was a freshman in like 2017 and then or 2016, 2017, one of the two. And then he got injured. So he got or no, he got I think
he got redshirted.
he got regular redshirted. Then he got
Mm-hmm.
injured and got
A
redshirted.
med,
A
a
medical
med.
redshirt. Then he transferred and got an extra year. And then it was I think that was the would have been COVID. And then it was like he still had 3 more. I think he's just now about to graduate. Dude had 3 more years of eligibility after being in school for 4.5, 5 years. It's just I don't know what how you if you I don't know what like do you change that or do you just leave that alone? Just leave eligible, especially with the money and everything. Like somebody's gonna come along and finesse this system and be in school for 6 years and make fucking $30 million being somebody's quarterback just for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, if you can make 30 million off of college for 6 years, then shit,
But it's just
there's your
gonna
career.
we're just gonna get more weird shit because it's just weird to think that some of
Is
these guys are the same age as guys that have been in the league for
who fighting for their
4 years,
second
three.
contract?
Yeah, like I think it was Trevor Lawrence. Let me see. I think Trevor Lawrence is only like 23. He's
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
age as
Trevor
Bo
Lawrence is
Nix.
young.
It's
Yeah,
like some
Trevor
weird
Lawrence is young.
shit where you just like,
They
damn,
came
like,
in together, didn't they?
yeah, bro. I'm looking at so Trevor Lawrence will turn 25 in October, and Bo Nix, what I say, he turns 24 next month. So So they're the same age for 9 months out of the year. So you're the same age as this person, and this man has been in the league for 4 years, and this nigga still is in college. Like, it's just crazy. And then to me, the craziest thing, I loved when Gilbert Arenas said something about it for basketball because I feel like this also relates to football, but nobody ever looks at it that way. We don't look at it like, okay, the guy going number one is 23 years old, and then there's another guy that's gonna turn 20 at the draft or whatever. Like we in football, nobody ever talks about that.
No,
It's just so weird because why would I want?
because it got to be a two. Because you got to play at least 2 years to even be eligible for the NFL draft.
That's just so weird to
So,
me. It doesn't
I
make
mean, but
sense to
then
me.
they count the. I don't know if they count. I think they count redshirt sophomores, but that's still after 2 years because you're
Yeah.
still a redshirt. So, uh, and I think that's really the thing. But is it not? I feel like this might be. I don't know why it just came to my thought, and I'm gonna just say it because I'm just thinking it. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like this might be a better thing for the NFL
Think so.
getting the mid age 20 quarterbacks instead of trying to get a 20-year-old to come in and be a quarterback. One, they're more mature. Two, they've been through multiple systems, so they've been if they go to a horrible franchise, they've been through coaching changes and the rough environments because half of these dudes had to get a restart at another team with another coach, X, Y, and Z. They went to the best coach available, but they still had to learn a whole new system.
Yeah. I,
So
I
and
just
so they got the maturity behind it. Now it's more fame with it too. So now the fame is not new to them. They've been in the league. Bo Nix, Michael Penix, Caleb Williams. They've been in the fame. The fame is not going to be more to their head, maybe I don't know, than they what it is now. Like Caleb Williams already on commercials. Like
true.
so, what is it really going to do? So I think it might be because they kind of getting the NFL experience without actually having the NFL helmet on their head. So I feel like it might be a little like development wise. Now they might come in and not be physically able to do it, or some of them might not develop. But I feel like development wise, it might be easier for the coaches because now they're not trying to train a 20-year-old who's been a quarterback for 1 year and now he's in the NFL. I don't know because look at Trevor. He came in young and he's still going through
Yeah.
his growing pains.
True. It's just
Like,
I I don't know. For me, I feel like your development arc matters a little bit because it's like, okay, so looking at it this way,
but if
eh,
they're a real good quarterback, they could get developed from 24. But I feel like that's a good
true.
starting
But
point for
what's
the
the
NFL.
ceiling for somebody who's 24 coming into the league or 23 coming into the league? Like if you're in your fifth,
Depends on
sixth
his.
year of eligibility coming out into the draft, it
I
starts
mean,
being
and that's
like,
another thing.
okay,
Like
you're
and that's the lifespan in lifespan in the NFL. But it's just like we starting to see a lot of quarterbacks backups. A lot of people quarterbacks are staying in the league longer. If you seem competent, especially this year where we didn't have what almost like 70 quarterbacks play some
yeah,
crazy
something
number.
ridiculous.
It's just
Yeah,
like if you're competent enough to win, yeah, they got quarterbacks who's not even competent enough to win games, and they just have no choice
just
to do
there.
it. Zach Wilson, ABC, the Jets don't play with any quarterback. If you was able to throw a ball, you probably could have played for the Jets this year. So
True.
that's what I'm saying. It's just like these kids just have to show that they can win a couple games. I ain't saying they're gonna be franchise quarterbacks, but I don't know. I feel like they could be valuable backups at the age
Yeah,
they are if they
it
keep
just
their
feels
same
weird.
skill set.
It just
Yeah,
feels weird, like because this is what I was looking at. Mahomes right now is he's 28 right now, right?
right. It's been at least 7 years.
Yeah, Bo Nix will still be on his rookie contract by the time he's 28. Like that's where it starts being like, ugh, like I'm tied to a guy. If you take him in the first round, you're tied to him for what is it, 10, 12, 13, 14 million dollars a year for 4 years. I mean, you obviously you can cut
At 28.
anybody. Yeah, but it's like I
So,
have to deal with this all the way up till he's 28. Then it's like
and then do
you're
you want
done.
to?
You're
And at
fried.
that point, and at the end of that
I have to
contract, do
sign him a
you
5 year
do?
contract if he's good. It's like, yeah,
And then
ugh.
you got to sign a. That's where it gets crazy. You got a 28 Usually a quarterback at 28 probably should be talking about his
We know who you are,
extension
bro.
from his
Yes,
his second contract.
that's
So it's just
Dak
like a rookie trying to get his first real deal in the NFL at
at
28
28 years old. Is crazy.
is gonna be, especially with like having to come into Bo Nix probably go to the AFC, which means now he's gonna be, because the way the picks is lining up, I think Bo Nix might end in the AFC. So if he in the AFC, you damn near got to outplay a lot of quarterbacks that's going to overshadow you in that conference. Like,
And you
and
gotta
I would,
come
if
in
I was one of
hot.
these quarterbacks this year, my better chance was probably to go to NFC because I could look better even if I didn't have a good year.
Yeah. Just just not be the
Because look,
worst ever. Yeah.
right, it's like it's like go to the Bears. I have an excuse if I don't do good. Like I don't know. I mean,
True.
I know that's not what they thinking, but I'm just saying if that was like, because I don't know, man. 28 years old, you at that point the salary cap for quarterbacks might hit like six. They talking about paying. Nick Rice said something today on TV talking about
I know.
Dallas might end up paying him 60
60 a
million.
year. Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
So hold on, let me show you this or say this real quick because I think this is hilarious to look at. So these are all, I think this is starters. These were starters in week one by age. Here's everybody. Like it's so crazy to me. Somebody would be on a rookie contract at 28 because here are the 28-year-olds from this year. Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes turned 28, Gardner Minshew turned 28, Josh Allen.
All them is young quarterbacks, damn near.
But that's
Jared Goff is the only one we seen as like an older quarterback.
but that's not true because Jared Goff got drafted in 2016, a year before Pat.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know why we see. I don't know why everybody thinks Jared Goff just been in the league for so long, but I don't know why I feel like he's just
But that's
older.
what
It's
I.
just
It's
like
like
it's crazy. He only
somebody.
he 28.
Could
That's
you
crazy.
imagine somebody drafted? Because Baker was drafted 20. No, maybe Goff was drafted the year before that. Either
I
way,
don't know
because
why I feel
Baker
like he
was
been in the league for so.
2016 for sure. That was the number one pick, which is
Because
still
and Goff was the number one pick
so. Yeah, it
to
couldn't have
the
been
to the
2016.
Rams. It had to be 17 then.
Couldn't have been seven.
Then it had to be, yeah, it was
It was
7 because
16.
they were still the St. Louis Rams when he got drafted,
Bro,
wasn't he?
when the fuck did
I mean,
Baker get drafted? No,
uh,
was Baker drafted? Don't tell me
or,
Baker was drafted at 17. There's no way. I refuse to believe that.
I feel like
Because
we discredit right now
there's
not knowing
no,
this.
I know there's no way though that man it was Baker Mayfield 2018. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. But that's this. I guess that's the same thing. Like, see, to me, that's a red flag. Jared Goff got drafted 2 years before Baker
Wait,
Mayfield, and it was the
was they
same
St.
fucking
Louis or was
age.
they LA? Or was
I
he
think
the
it
first
was
LA pick?
no, I think it was still St. Louis. I think that was like the last
Yeah, I would say I feel like
because
it was
by
the St. Louis
2018 they was in
Rams.
LA for sure.
Right.
But either way, I just come do your 3 years, man. That's it. If you're going to the league, just get out of there. Get out of college. That shit is
But a
weird.
lot of these kids, you got to think a lot of these kids come on kids because they are damn near my age, but a
Yeah, right.
lot of these people coming in, I can't call these ones kids. They 25, I'm 30. What the hell?
Yeah, that's the
Like,
that's what I mean
but
though. Like they should be
and
kids.
I've been in the league for I don't know a minute. No, I'm just playing. But
That shit crazy.
I don't know. I just feel like this is the trend. This is when these, and you also got to think. Not only is they the COVID kids, they also the first
The transfer
transfer
portal.
portal kids too.
So gross. Like it's crazy.
So it's just
Jaden
like the
Daniels.
ones that hit it hard.
Do you like Jaden Daniels?
I think it's good. How is he going? I don't know. I can't yet figure out how he's going to play in the NFL because I feel like some of him he got a little. I want to say a little Kyler Murray where I think he wants to, but then it also strikes me as that he might can be a Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Like, and
But to
not trying
me,
to
that's a
compare him to like
huge.
black quarterbacks, but as in
But
like,
no, I get it. Like you're not gonna live up to that. But because think about
yeah,
this shit. To me, it's a major red flag with not just the age thing right now, but also like the transfer portal. Like you went to a school, like because he didn't do nothing crazy. Like 3,017 and two touchdowns his freshman year. He was hurt his second year, and well, that was COVID year too. Then he comes back, 2,300 yards, 2,400 yards, 10 touchdowns, 10 picks. Senior year, last year, it was
Where did he
3,000 yards,
transfer from
17 from
to,
Arizona
to
State to
yeah,
LSU.
that was devastating.
And
I
to me,
don't
it's
know
just
why I
like that
always
is a
get him
major
confused
red
with
flag.
I always
What?
get him confused with Kansas quarterback.
Oh, because they got it's the same name. That's why.
Yeah, okay. I was like, it's something. Yeah, I was like, can't I feel like every time I hear Jay, I'm like,
Jalen
yeah.
Daniel versus Jaden Daniels. I think
Oh,
is what
one
it
got an
is.
S
Yeah.
at the end of
And one's
it.
Jalen and Jaden. It's too close.
Yeah, it's too. That's why I'm like, is this not the Kansas quarterback? Like, because he was supposed to come out, but he got hurt, so then he took a
Yeah.
medical
No, they
thing,
two.
and now he's.
They both have S's. It's Jalen Daniels and Jaden Daniels.
Oh, that's even. That's
Confusing.
why it's like, and
Yeah, this
now
shit
and then
weird,
and last year they was talking about both, and I'm just like, these not the same people. Like,
bro. Right?
but
That's what I thought for a second. But to me, that's what I was saying was that's a huge red flag. Is you? Oh shit. Okay, it's still going. I thought this shit cut off. It's a huge red flag that you were below average for 3 straight years, transferred to a top flight school in your essentially what's your senior year, your red shirt senior year because of COVID, and then you just ball out for 1 year, and all of a sudden now you're a top 10 pick. That
what
doesn't
does that
feel
sound
weird.
like? What does that sound like?
A
An
couple
NFL
people.
contract?
Well, yeah, for him, I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
not
no,
for
that's what.
him.
But
It's
it's just,
great.
but you saying it like, oh, but I'm just saying like the way you explained it is the same way how people make the same that it's the same way Daniel Jones got signed.
Yeah, Joe
You
Burrow.
you make it you make yeah you made you said he was average for 3 years and transferred to LSU and then balled out to people's and then now he's gonna be a first round pick. Yep,
Yeah.
Daniel Jones average 3 years, maybe
Yes.
below average some years, balled out to everybody's extent. Oh, he
True.
played better than his shitty years, so now he
But
deserves
that's
$40 million.
but that's my
That's a
point. Even in
football
that,
so prisoner of the moment is crazy, and that's
even
what
in
it is.
that,
He's
Daniel Jones is the exact even take it away from his NFL career, like that was his college career. Because if you look,
yeah.
let me go back and look.
Well, Daniel Jones went to what, Duke?
He went to Duke, yeah. So he threw for and these it's the same thing. 2,800 yards, 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. 2,600 yards, 14 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. 2,600 yards, 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. But
He ran for how much?
he
How many
ran
touchdowns?
for it was only three. Like even this, but that's what it's like. How the fuck did you get
Where
drafted
did
in
he
the
become
top
his big
10, top
runner?
five?
I mean, where did he become this big runner if he only did
Oh,
like?
that should to me, that's just a major. The only person that I can think of that did that and is successful with it is Joe Burrow. But even that, he didn't play. It's not like he was
You talking about
bagged at some.
transfer and then
Yeah, but it's not.
live
He
up to
didn't
the
even
hype?
get to play. Like to me, it's a red flag. You played every snap. You started every game from your freshman year up to your junior year, and you was just okay. And then you transfer and you have one big ball out year. Now I'm supposed to believe you're a top five pick. Like, no way. That to me, there's no way that it's like you said, like there's so many of those stories where that's what happens is a guy just has a great junior, senior year. Now all of a
Yeah,
sudden it's like this guy could be Peyton Manning now. It's like, no, he can't.
yeah,
He
yeah. Well,
sucked
get
for
ready.
3 years.
Well, if you don't get ready for next year's class, where it's gonna be a lot of more people who's not as hype as this year. They
Oh
just gonna
yeah.
trying to hype him up, and there's gonna be a lot of. He came from Wyoming, then he went to Kentucky, and now he's here. And it's like
Yes.
this dude done went to 3 schools. Like is he like,
It's
like
just crazy. It's like we got two like top notch, top tier guys back to back. In Trevor Lawrence from high school through college was awesome. And then you got Caleb Williams, who not I guess high school he wasn't amazing, but like from his freshman year, he was
yeah.
stamped basically like as one of the best quarterbacks in the game. It's just like now it feels like who is that? Is somebody coming in like that? The only person I know off the top of my head that
Mm.
even gets hyped at all that's like a freshman or anything is like Arch Manning, but that shit don't count. Quinn Ewers not declaring, so that means it's 2 years. You finna be a junior before you.
Junior, yeah, it was said before, unless he transfer, but
That's just
shit,
I don't know. Let's get
I don't
to
know.
real men, grown men that's paying their bills and taking care of multiple kids and baby mamas. The league itself, the NFL playoffs are we are what? Not what is it, 9 days
All right,
away? So yeah,
yeah,
it is we are 10 days away from the first playoff game. But before we get there, we gotta we got some games that gotta get figured out. And it's so crazy because everybody is 9-7, 8-8,
hmm
11-5, and
the
ten and
schedule makers
six.
knew exactly what they was doing, huh?
It's crazy. I mean, I think every year they always end on division games, right?
Yeah, it's been like that for a minute, yeah. But now they put a lot of more. They said they pushed a lot of more division games to the end of the schedule.
That makes sense though, because there
That's
has been a
because
lot.
of the yeah, because you remember the last since like week 8, you know how many teams played. I think I did. I looked at the scheduling before. I was like, man, a lot of teams haven't even played their division yet, and it was like week 7. I'm
Yeah,
like, it was only like 4 teams that played.
a
I think
division game at
every team in
all.
their division. No,
That's
every team in their
crazy.
division at that point. By week 7, it was only 4 teams that played every, and then one of them played them twice already. I think
Mm-mm.
Buffalo played played somebody twice. I was just like, huh, that's weird, but it makes sense scheduling wise. You wait till the division round is over at the end.
Yeah, and then now we gonna
So
fire all this shit off all at the
if
same
the division on the
time.
line, now look at it. It's gonna come down to NFC East, the division on the line. If the Cowboys can beat the Commanders, if the Eagles can beat the who is it, the Panthers or something like that, like is somebody just like what?
We got so let's go Saturday. We get Saturday games, man. Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
know.
Like, I'm
They
come on,
took
guys.
Thursday and added Saturdays.
Sick. NFL, y'all sick trying to take over the whole week. Stop. 2 days, 2 days a week. Just pick two. Make it figure it out. This shit is
I like it. Something to look forward to. Shit.
almost I need some time. I need a day. I need one day where I ain't gotta watch
Sports
football all
sports
day.
shows would be horrible if football was just one day.
Nah, it'll be all right. It'll be the same.
They got new stuff.
But no, specifically when it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, where it's like Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, where it's like, all right, bro, y'all got my whole week, every other day of the goddamn week.
And I gotta hear you on commercials and shit too.
But I mean, I love this shit too, but it's still just like, all right, come on, relax with the scheduling. Y'all are going crazy. Like, I'd rather have I'd rather have like if you just 2 whole days where you do, if you did just Saturday, Sunday, and I got the whole week where y'all good, that'd be one thing. But it's like, no, y'all don't do that. But Steelers, Ravens, lot of playoff implications here. But Ravens are playing their backups, and I
Steelers
think
need to win.
Steelers. Let me go find them. Let me because that's the first one. So the Steelers need to win or Bills lose, or win and Jags lose, or tie, or they win and Texans and Colts tie, or they tie and everybody else loses, or Jags lose. Mostly is they win and they're in pretty much.
Yeah, let's say
Somebody
just
just got to lose.
yeah, just win at that point. Just like
Yeah.
we can't control our own fate except winning. That's the only fate we can control. So if we win, then we just let everything else fall in their place. But if
There's
not, it's not nobody else's fault.
there's one version where they lose and still get in though, and that's Jacksonville loses, the Broncos win, and uh Colts Texans just doesn't end in a tie, which so they
Which
need Jackson.
anybody can win.
Yeah, either one can win. So it doesn't matter as long as they don't tie. Denver wins, Jacksonville loses. They still make the playoffs with a loss.
What if all that happened and then Texas and Colts end in a tie?
Doesn't a tie. They missed the playoffs. That's the
I know
crazy
that's what
part.
I'm
That's
saying.
so wild. because basically they need one of them to lose because they have the same record.
Yeah.
So it's just so that is so crazy. So if they lose and
Okay,
Jacksonville
so
wins, then the
do you
Colts and the Texans are in. This the
so
playoffs
do
is
you
so
honestly
weird this
think
year,
yeah.
bro.
So do you honestly think that Mason Rudolph can beat the backup Ravens?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's so as they started, so the Steelers is starting everybody.
Steelers gotta start everybody. You want to make the
Yeah.
playoffs or not? Like
Yeah.
you have to. I
Who's the
think so.
backup? So the Ravens, they locked in at the one, right?
Yep.
All right, so they probably won't be starting Lamar.
No
So it's
Lamar.
like Brett Huntley or something like that.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's gonna be your stuff. And probably none of the receivers,
Yeah.
most likely. So it's all your fourth, fifth, sixth string receivers.
Yeah, the Steelers, yeah, I mean, just if you can't win that with that defense against that offense with no Lamar and things like it'd be, especially a division game, and you gotta beat your division opponent to get in. Like, come on now.
Now, so I'm sure you're versed on the Buffalo Bills situation right now,
Yeah,
where they win. If they beat
they're the two
Miami,
seed.
they're the two. If they lose, what is it? If they lose in
They could be out
if they lose, it's not up to if they lose, yeah, they could just be out then with what
yeah, because
Jacksonville winning.
The
Steelers
Steelers
win,
win,
Jacksonville
Jacksonville.
win, they're out. That is fucking crazy. Like to be in a position where you win and you in, or you win and you're the two seed. You have home field advantage
But they
against
could
everybody,
still
but
make it if they lose.
I think yeah,
Yeah, if they lose, it's just Steelers got to lose and Jacksonville got to lose, right?
yeah,
It's just the opposite of the win.
or the Colts Texans game also has a lot of implications in that game
It's a lot of
because
those, yeah, because
if
they got a
they
lot of
tie,
tiebreakers over
yeah,
everybody.
if the Colts and the Texans tie, it opens up the weirdest fucking scenario where like the fucking Bills get in, but they're like the sixth seed, and then you have Pittsburgh still gets in with the Browns,
No,
with the Ravens.
if they tie, Pittsburgh don't get in.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
If they lose, the
Yes. Oh, okay. So who does that push in then? Because it's not the Bills, because the Bills just win and the tie and all this shit doesn't matter. So there's another. Oh, I had to look here because that means there's
it's this
another team here that if they do tie, they get in. Like that is
it's the Colts, the pay Steelers, the Bills. The other one under that is like
oh,
Broncos or
that's
the
who
Broncos or the Raiders.
the no, the Colts. The Colts are the team that if they tie and Jacksonville wins, they're the four seed. They win the division. That's the other side of the
If
tie.
Jacksonville wins,
If Jacksonville loses their game,
oh
the
loses,
Colts
okay.
can tie and win the division. They win or tie, they win the division. All they have to do is just not lose, and they win the division. Not just make the playoffs. They're the
Yeah, I
four
know.
seed. That's
And
crazy.
then Jacksonville, I think is knocked out if they lose.
Yeah. Oh, this is sick. So the
Yeah,
other side
because
of that
yeah,
tie is if the Colts tie and Pittsburgh loses, then the Colts are still in the playoffs. This is a sick. The AFC is fucking sick right now. What is this? So
meanwhile, it's on the NFC is if the Bucks win, then they win the division. That's it.
you don't
Well,
even want
no,
to
you got the
hear my guys have six different scenarios where they can get the Packers have six different scenarios where they can get in. I wonder if that's the most. Let me see. That is the most. That is the most. That's the most scenarios where somebody could get in. Is
I mean, and there
six.
ain't none of them, and all of them is like 5 leg parlays.
Yeah, Pittsburgh has five. So Pittsburgh is the other one where that shit has they have so many options to be able to get in. Green Bay can, if they win, they're in.
Hmm.
If they can tie, but they need the Seahawks to lose and New Orleans to lose, or basically they either win or they need Minnesota to lose. If Minnesota is still in the fucking playoff hunt, you know,
They don't play Minnesota this week, do they?
no, they play the Bears.
Oh, okay,
Minnesota plays Detroit, which they're
yeah.
not
Yeah,
winning
they're
that, but
not
they're
winning
still
that.
in the hunt. They need the win and they need Green Bay to lose, Seahawks to lose, and either don't the Bucks play the Saints? No, they played last week.
No.
They just played.
Bucks play the Panthers.
Oh, they're not losing. But they can have either one. If the Buccaneers, that is disgusting. So Green Bay loses, Seahawks lose, and they can get in. That's crazy. We are in a weird so I guess the first question to ask you would just be who's the best matchup for the Chiefs right now? That's what we'll just start there. Who would you want to see get what would they have to get? The sixth seed.
Six seed.
So let's go. Let me look at this and see who's actually like the closest.
I mean, it's 5 teams. I think they said it earlier. It was Bills, Dolphins, Steelers,
Yeah. I mean the
uh,
Colts. Yes,
Colts,
it's
and then Texans.
yes, Jags, Bills, Colts, Texans, Steelers are all in the mix to be what was that?
The six
Five
seed.
through five
Yeah.
or I guess just 6 and 7, really.
So who would I rather face in
Ugh.
the first round? I mean, shit, easily probably the Steelers. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, I want to see what the Dolphins look like this next round, this next go with it, especially with Bradley Chubb out. Another corner, just Xavier Howard. I don't know if he's playing or not. Something happened to him as well.
A
See
lot
what
happened
Waddle
to him.
looking like
Boy.
and things like that. So I don't know. Mosher's already out, so
It's
I don't know. I
I
would
think
probably say still, but just Mason Rudolph. It's just the Steelers. Like I just don't.
or the Colts. I would say the Colts also. I just
Yeah,
don't see. I mean, but that brings up a lot of trauma
yeah, the coach. That's
from
why you just
for 20
it's
years
at
of
least at
trauma,
least the at
30
least with the
years.
Steelers, we sent Ben Roethlisberger going home. So at least that brings back good good memories.
Yeah. But I
I don't know, but
guess
the
go ahead.
Colts. Because
Colts,
I feel
Steelers.
cause Colts Steelers because I feel like we could stop their run. I feel like we could stop Michael Pittman. Snead could probably do. He ain't. I mean, I fuck with Pittman.
Yeah. But those
We
are the
might
two
not need.
teams we could hold under 20 the easiest, probably.
Yeah, probably
And that's basically it's if we score 21, we win. If the other team scores 21, they win. That's basically been
one of
every
those.
single game this year. But
Yeah,
those are the most likely scenarios of holding one of these teams to 20 points or less is Colts
but
and
all
Steelers.
realistically, Dolphins will probably win. Bills will be in Arrowhead next week, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be a showdown.
I don't know though. I don't know. You always got to remember what happened. They blew them out what 28-20 or something like that when they first played week 5 ish 6.
I don't know. I feel like something in me feel like Bills might win because if they lose, I don't think they're gonna get in. Something freaky gonna happen. And I think
Uh,
it's gonna
That's
be the
that's where
Bills
I'm
not
at.
getting in.
You think so? I can see that. I mean,
It could
it
either
don't
be the
take
Bills.
much.
It's gonna be something with the Bills not getting in, or the Bills getting the 2 seed. One of those is gonna be like the things. Just like we gonna freak out over the Bills next week. Is everybody gonna talk about is the Bills really the team to beat, or is the Bills and is either gonna be a Bills Chiefs playoff matchup? Everybody gonna hype
Ooh,
up, or a Bills is the number 2 team and Tyreek Hill's going back to Arrowhead matchup. Like
yeah. But
so,
all they need if Pittsburgh wins, it's win or go home. Because that Pittsburgh game is
right? That's what I'm saying.
Saturday.
Right. So that's Saturday. So if the Pittsburgh win, then it's just like
You spending the whole day just sitting there like fuck.
it's 2 seater home.
Yes, 2 seed or we go home.
We
Two
could
seed or
either
one,
be
two,
the
three
two
Cancun.
seed and we can't. You know
What?
how bad that is? It's like we could either be in the second best team in the AFC
Or out of the
or not
playoffs.
even in the playoffs.
That is crazy.
I think
This is
that
a
is
weird
pretty
year.
wild. That's pretty wild,
This is a
dude.
weird
Like
year. Yeah, like that is
that's
so
wild as hell.
wild.
As in, like we suck. We've been. They don't even deserve the 2 seed. Let's start there. It's just like that's
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. They props to them. I said it a
Who
couple
does
weeks ago.
but honestly in the AFC, who deserves the 2 seed?
The Browns, they just can't
Maybe.
have it. Like if it was
Yeah,
like
it's like yeah.
whatever, like basketball, where
But
everybody just gets slotted in.
are we just saying they deserve it because of
They've been the most consistent out of everybody else. Because it's what us, we don't really deserve that. If we being honest with ourselves, like the Chiefs don't deserve
no,
that
no,
shit
hell
either.
no. We got the 3 seed. We good with that.
It's
It's
like you
like
feel comfortable with the Dolphins staying the two. You're like, yeah, they deserve. They're the second best team in the AFC. It's like,
no, I just
not
don't think.
really.
I don't even think there's a best team in the AFC. Like everybody thinks,
No.
Yeah, Ravens deserved it after the good year they had again, but I don't think there's a best team. I think like any team in our top 4 or 5 could beat each other at any given moment.
Yeah. So what was it? It would be lined up to ooh. So basically, the Ravens are in the bracket falls to where we go to the Ravens no matter what. Basically,
If they lose, if yeah, 1-3 second round.
ooh, that's probably like a nightmare scenario for Lamar or for
Yeah,
them
that's
in
one
general.
three second. Yeah, 1-3 second round because if the two loses to no, it'd be 2-3. One plays is the lowest seed.
Oh, you're right. So it's 4-5, the four
Yeah,
five
it'd be
matchup.
they played a 4 or 5. So yeah,
God, the
so
Ravens are in the Ravens are in a nightmare scenario. If you was two, so you got to go see the Chiefs second round in the divisional round, or you're most likely gonna see your division rival.
but the thing about it is we the 3 seed and we play the 2 seed
uh,
and then they end up playing the Browns and they lose and we
unless,
win. We host the AFC Championship.
but think about this. There's also a scenario where the Steelers also get in at 7, beat who would they have to beat when if they're at 7? Miami, which would be
Right.
weird. And then you have two divisional rivals waiting for you, basically. Like, then we that would push if the Browns win, that pushes us to them to play the Browns to come here. Like this is weird. The playoffs. I'm just ready for the playoff. I'm just ready for this shit to
Yeah,
start.
I am too.
This
I
part,
There's gonna be a lot of good games.
that's why I was saying we have a quick pod today because it's like this part right here is like the anticipation of everything.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, next time we do this shit, we will know like what the seating is,
Hmm.
everything. It will be ready to go. And we can really like break down all the matchups. But right now, it's just we just having fun, like looking at some shit that could happen. Like the
Some
NFC is pretty much
scenarios.
locked in. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, I think they got the first like 3 seeds locked or something
They
like that.
got it's one, two, three, 5, and 6. So basically, the NFC South is still up for grabs,
Yeah, that's the
and
4.
then one more wild card spot, which is Packers, Seahawks, Saints, Vikings, Falcons are all still in the mix. They have more teams in the AFC that are still in the mix for that seventh seed. Just oh my god, this is such a weird year. But let's do because we had an hour or so. Let's do some just blatantly fucking hot takes about the playoffs before we get all the matchups.
Oh, okay. Blatant hot takes. I got
Go
one
ahead.
for you. Chiefs host AFC Championship as the 3 seed,
Okay. Okay. I can see
which
why. Tell me
means
why.
so that means like the scenario we just named up. Uh, Miami coming. Who did we say? I said
You said
we just
Miami
did
coming here because the
come in
Bills go
here.
get number 2.
Yeah, and then Cleveland. I just think it's gonna be my Cleveland against Baltimore, Miami versus or Bills versus Chiefs divisional rounds. I think Cleveland's gonna beat Baltimore. I think
No,
we beat. And ain't that what we said?
no, no, no. You can't. We either we play the Bills or the Dolphins in the because they're gonna one of them is gonna be the two
The,
seed.
si-
So
the
somebody's gonna be the 6 seed. Round one, it would be like you could do.
but
We
it
play
flips.
Bills wild card. We play the
Well,
Dolphins
that's what I
in
said because
Miami
the Bills gonna win the 2 seed, which means Dolphins will be the
or
six
6.
seed.
Okay, so you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
so
Yeah.
Dolphins will come here and we'll beat
Ooh,
them. We'll end up beating the Bills in the divisional round, and the Cleveland will beat the Ravens in the divisional round. The
see the
Cleveland
Browns in the
Chiefs,
AFC.
Chiefs Browns AFC Championship game
at home.
at home.
Again, the Arrowhead
Again.
Invitational is back on. That would be now that's crazy. Ooh. My as fucked up as it is, my crazy hot take that I've been thinking of is I think the Ravens might not make it out the first game. They might not make it out divisional round, depending on who they play.
Mm.
I know it sounds crazy, but also I brought this up, what, 2 weeks ago, last week? Like, Lamar in the playoffs is not good. It just hasn't been good. Even this, they had the same exact scenario the last time he won MVP. And what happened? You went in the first round, you played the Titans, and you lost. And the man had two picks and two fumbles or whatever it was, and threw for
Something out
150
of control.
yards. Like, he just didn't show up. And now we talking about they not finna play this week. They
Or
not finna
next
play
week.
next week. They not finna play till the 20th. I could see a scenario where
Russ.
somebody like that who has the history of playing bad and turning the ball over and being sloppy in the playoffs, and you giving him 2 weeks where he don't have to do nothing, just rest, and then all of a sudden start back practice and go keep being the best team in the league. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The other side, my other for the NFC is
Yeah, that's my NFC one.
I think the Rams could go on a run. I think we might be looking up at the NFC Championship and being like, how the fuck did the Rams make it back here? What just happened? I just think, they got the skill weapon or the weapons, the quarterback. Now, granted, Matt Stafford had the one run, and outside of that, he was 0-3 in the playoffs, but still, he still won a Super Bowl. So he knows what it's like. You got more weapons than when they did when they went. Now, is everything else kind of shittier? Yeah. Is the defense shittier? Yeah. Is the line shittier? Yeah, yeah. I mean, but I can just see if there's the teams that I think that could really make like a magical carpet ride type of playoff scenario. It's Rams and Chiefs. As sad as that is to think that the Chiefs are in that situation where it's like, yeah, it would be like a magical type
Yeah,
of
for
crazy
how
ride for
we
them to
think
get
the
back.
Chiefs play. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 10-6. You're 10-6. You haven't been dominant whatsoever, and you just show up into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl again. Like, yeah, that would be some magical shit. But that's the two things I've been kind of sitting with of like I could
I don't know. I do
see
like
easily
I
happening.
I do like the Rams, but hot take. I don't know why, but when Dallas get the 2 seed, Dallas hosts the NFC Championship.
Mm,
I
okay.
don't know, but I don't know, something tells me 49ers, if they got to match up with the Rams in that second round. I don't know if it can what seeding wise what the Rams are locked in at right now. They locked in
They're
at
at the
the 3,
six.
right? The 6, they locked in at 6. So that means
Right now
they
they play
play
Lions first.
the Lions
First
first.
round. Like that's locked in. Rams Lions first round is locked in. It's like,
See that?
and then they
That'd
would
be interesting.
play because they're the 3-6, so they go straight to the Niners. Either way, I
See?
guess, because then you got what, 4 or 5.
Well, cuz then you got
Well, no, I guess it could be just
7, right?
yeah. You still whoever the 7 seed is plays
Who's
the
the second?
Cowboys though. So that's what I
No,
mean.
they're
If
not
you have
winning
the Cowboys going, so then it's like yeah, automatically it's like whoever wins that.
that. So yeah, I think the Rams. It could be like a Rams Cowboys NFC Championship.
Wait, hold on. So wait, it's 4-5, three
Yeah,
six two seven. So Cowboys play whoever gets in. Let's say it's the
yeah.
Packers, right?
Hmm.
So it'd be Cowboys Packers. Cowboys win, and then you got 4-5. Okay, so it's whoever
The
the
wins it.
NFC South is versus the Eagles, because the Eagles are locked in at 5.
Right. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Ooh,
So Bucks Eagles.
this creates some crazy scenarios. So let's go with this little magic carpet ride with the Rams riding and yours with the Cowboys going crazy. So then the Rams advance. They're the 6 seed. They went over the 3 seed. Let's say the Eagles beat the Packers. So that means we send in the Rams to the 49ers, that's who they play next week also. That's who they
Right.
play Sunday. division rivalry game, and then that would send the Eagles to the
to the
Cowboys, a
Cowboys.
divisional rivalry game, and then they just battle it out to see who gets to go to the NFC Championship.
Yep. See which division the best division, I guess.
Yeah, the West or the East. You got Cowboys, Niners. That's what you, or I guess in this scenario where we melding both of ours together, it's Rams, Cowboys. Didn't they play? No, they didn't play.
Mm-mm.
No, they did, and they got blown the fuck out. The Cowboys blew the Rams the fuck out. Now, okay, yeah, and they would be in Texas again. Oof, yeah, this is weird. This is a crazy. That would be a crazy scenario. And then they go play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Rams, Cowboys, NFC Championship. Browns, Chiefs, AFC Championship. Who the
Put it
fuck
on
would have thought
put
this
it on
shit
your
was gonna be like
parlay,
this?
people.
Don't do that. That is not respectfully betting.
If you got $5, $10 to give up, because them odds are gonna be high. Go
No, them
ahead, put it on
odds
your.
will be crazy though. I can see it hitting like that though. I can see that. Let me. I'm gonna see if I can actually pull that up now. Matter of fact.
You should just go to futures bets.
Uh, this shit is weird when it's not on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. AFC Championship game odds. Here we go. That's why I just want to go. Just take me straight to the damn bets, man. There we go. Exact results. That's Super Bowl though. What would this be considered? Exact
The
results. Name the finalists. Champion specials. No, that's not it. I don't even. It don't even look like it's on here. Division winner. No. Conference winner. Huh. Let's see.
it
Let's see
will it
if I
will
just
be
put.
conference
Let's see if I just
championship.
put both of these on here. What the fucking odds are? Plus 13,000.
You said what?
Plus 13,000
For what?
for Chiefs Rams
And
to win their prospective. Oh wait, hold on. To win their perspective, like to win the divisions, to
oh
meet in the Super Bowl.
uh
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's not. I don't see a. Yeah, I don't see a. Like that's weird. I always thought there was some shit where you could pick like the conference championship games and shit, but it's really just exact
said
scenarios for
plus
the Super
13.
Bowl. Yeah, plus 13,000. But yeah,
Hmm.
there's a lot of scenarios here. I think this is one of those like let's get through this weekend, see what happens, if any injuries and all that shit, and then we come back here and have a light the pod up, 2 hour pod.
Just like who gonna win because of what?
Mm-hmm. See if we can cross 2 hours next week.
Oh yeah, we definitely are, especially after these week's games.
That's what I mean. Is like this gonna be craziness.
When the season is starting to hit and be like, would you really play them? Like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is where I mean, and then after that, after the playoffs, we start to. That's why I always like, all right, dude, we getting there. I was gonna say we gotta start talking about basketball real soon because
Yeah, we do. I gotta
that
start
shit's starting to
watching
kick
it.
up. I know I ain't been watching either. I watch very seldomly. Like when I'm going to sleep, I'll turn one of the West Coast games on
Hmm.
and watch a little bit and
The only
sleep.
thing on at that point,
Yeah, that's
I
it.
keep up with like the sports shows and what's been going on. Like Instagram keeps me updated a lot,
Yeah, boy.
but as in like watching it,
Yeah, I don't know
I
shit.
ain't did it.
All I know right now is that I should be watching the OKC, I guess.
I do want to watch shot play. I want shit. Shit, hopefully, shit. I might have to drive. I need to go down there and go to an OKC game for tickets to get too high. That man,
Boy. 'Cause
I
yeah.
played. I watched the OKC play, but it was in Minnesota. It's back when Harden, Durant, and Westbrook was all on the team. That game was cracking. Durant dropped 44 that day.
I know that was
I didn't even know.
crazy.
Shit, I didn't even know he had 44 until I went home. I'm like, damn, Durant dropped like that.
It is
But it was
weird when you watching basketball in person, like all you know is like, damn, he killing. If you ain't looking for the score, like what they scoring, like, damn, he cooking. And you look up
But
like,
because
oh, he had 50. Holy shit.
it was an away game too, so we was in Minnesota, so the crowd wasn't really getting lit like it really was.
Oh, they was getting a fucking
Nobody
muffins
was,
cooked.
yeah, nobody was in Minnesota happy that day. Like
Oh yeah, that's
found those tickets on the street cheap.
let's see what they if they let me see something. Home game. Let's see what some of these home tickets are. What would be the biggest game they would have? Timberwolves, I guess, right now? No, Nuggets.
Yeah, I was in the West.
Yeah, 'cause Timberwolves have the number one record in the West right now,
That's crazy.
right?
Well, the
Ooh,
shit,
it's not bad.
the Thunder's like top three too, right?
Yeah, they up there. They definitely up there. You can get some pretty solid. They're yeah, they up there though. They're the tickets are not like, hey, we just trying to get rid of these. These are,
How
you
much
know,
are they?
like mid, like half court, middle of the first section. You go 250 a piece.
That's not
That's
bad.
regular though. Yeah, that's like a good
You pay
team.
for yeah, yeah.
That's a
I
good
mean, that
team
means you
playing a
can
good
find.
team.
That means you can find cheaper ones if you just sit a little bit higher.
Yeah, or if you just want to watch like the Wizards play, you can get good seats for pretty cheap, probably.
No,
Because that's Thunder
no.
Nuggets, so that's not great. We over here talking about basketball tickets. I think that means it's time to go ahead and wrap this up and get to next week where the shit is going down. Next time we come together, we will know what the playoffs are. It will be time. We will be what at that point we'll be 3-4 days away from
Yep.
actual playoff
Playoff
football being played. Well, three because they start Saturday. So
Saturday. Yeah,
we will be 3 days away after that, and it will be time
it's
to
gonna go
really break this
crazy.
down, get into it, argue about MVP one more time.
I'm over that.
I'm not even gonna lie. Look at this Lamar. I don't give a fuck. Give it to Lamar. I I
Yeah, at the just here you go.
I had a
That's what y'all
whole
want to do.
thing set up for another Would You Rather, and it was just Lamar again versus a bunch of people. And then I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do this. I don't want to keep doing this because there's a bunch of shit where Lamar's stats, anybody that has what Lamar has right now, none of those dudes are even all pro. So they're not even top three in the league. And we about to give this shit to Lamar. Like, it's
That's
great.
what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Kyler Murray
But
first 2 years are the exact same year Lamar Jackson's having right now. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody was like, oh, he's one of the best players in the league. No,
with one of the
nobody did
worst
it.
coaching staffs, owners, and everything else. Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Did nobody give a fuck? 3,600 yards, 20 touchdowns, 800 rushing yards. Like, yeah, that's Kyler Murray did that before he got hurt. But that's it. Short pod, kind of weird. College football. We talked a little playoffs. But you guys know what to do. Like and subscribe on the YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. It's 2024 now.
yeah,
You
you
know
can
how to
find
work a
us.
phone. You know how to work the internet. You know how to work your
It's not
phone.
gonna be the first video. Just click the name, go
Yeah,
to it.
you'll figure it out. So I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you guys later. I can't even throw the horns down. Like you shouldn't. Just don't even do it. Just don't even. You didn't even sound. You made a noise. You
Hook them
didn't
horns.
even want to throw it up,
Hook
Loki.
the. I was just making. I just want the people to see like it hurt for a second, but you still hook them
You
horns.
still had to drop it. But guess what? It's basketball season now.
And we still
That means
top 25 in that too.
that's cool.
And guess what?
It ain't king.
If I'm not mistaken, women's volleyball just won. And wait, I'm just claiming all my hey, we just hook them everywhere we can. Like
Women's volleyball. Now you coping. That's some hard cope. You need a therapist for that coping. You went to, hey, we won volleyball. Like, nah, it's all right, bro. Washington got y'all. It's cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you later.
all right, peace.
Rock